Now, the first time you did TURINABOL, what was that like?
Remember this overwhelming feeling of that it was for me.
Jon, you're one of the most prolific partiers in the history of professional sports. Would you agree that Earth has never seen your equal when it comes to pounding booze and blow and still performing at a high level athletically?
I have no doubt.
How'd you do it back then? Balance both your desire to crush strange booty after drinking a pint of vodka with your desire to remain a world champion.
It's what makes me work my ass off.
You crushed more pussy than any combat sports athlete in history. You popped hot multiple times for blow. Clearly your methods worked because you remained world champion. Did you ever find yourself getting bored smashing so much groupie strange?
No.
So every night you found a ready and willing groupie to be your blow-up doll for the night? Were there ever any nights where you found yourself not performing at your best?
Did I have months where I wasn't performing well? Yeah, that happens.
And that's when the dick pills came in the picture.
No doubt.
So let's play a thought exercise. It's 2015. You've drank a 12-pack of some fancy IPA. You've mixed in 8 shots of Tito's. You've done enough yayo to keep a horse up for a month. You got a championship fight in a week, and you got a girl spread out on your bed when you realize, oh no, Jon Jr. not ready for prime time right now. What do you do?
You know, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. Just wanted to be at my best.
Which is when it's Viagra time, am I right? Now, what do you tell the girl when you excuse yourself?
Me returning as the same Jon Jones, I believe that I'll return a much better version of my old self.
Now, I bet you did exactly that. Were you ever concerned that if you let loose on one of these girls with your chemically enhanced unit that you might rupture her internal organs and send her to the hospital?
But yeah, that happens.
Yikes. Let's move along to the next topic. Now, I know you've been working a lot on yourself and it's been a priority to show respect to your opponents. How would you respond to that?
I know that I put in the work.
Now, it would be just a baseline level of respect to be able to properly pronounce your opponent's name. Would you agree with that?
No doubt.
Go ahead and say Cyril Gane for me.
Cyril Gane.
Let's try again. Cyril Gane.
Cyril Gane.
Cyril Gane.
Cyril Gane.
I feel like you're doing this on purpose. Why are you saying his name incorrectly?
It's a lot of moving parts.
No, not really. 3 total syllables combined in his first and last name. Let's run it again. Cyril Gane.
Cyril Gane.
Cyril Gane.
So amazing.
What?
Cyril Gane.
Oh, you're trolling me. Got it. So I guess I don't need to ask, but you did enjoy getting under Daniel Cormier's skin from time to time.
Well, how I'm going to react to that?
Well, now I would assume like a sociopath pulling wings off of a fly. Now let's get a little bit more personal. What would you say are some of your best personal traits?
You know, I keep a certain degree of humility.
I asked you, Jon Jones, some of your best traits, and you defaulted to humility. That's interesting. Anybody want to ask me some of my best traits? It's not wearing a red shirt, not sitting in a chair right now doing an interview, because we're playing opposites day. Now, the first time you did TURINABOL, what was that like?
Remember this overwhelming feeling of that it was for me.
Did you have any concerns about getting caught?
No.
Well, I guess a little humility might have worked well in that example.
Most guys fail when they play that with me.
Play what? Pointing out that overconfidence may have jammed you up in that single example?
All guys have failed.
Listen, man, I'm on juice right now. If it sounded like I was judging you, I'm not. I'm in no position to judge. I chemically enhance my unit and try to rupture my wife's insides at least twice a week, and I've done enough blow in my lifetime to kill 8 horses. So, yeah, I think we're on the same page.
Well, how I'm going to react to that?
I mean, I don't know. You tell me. Actually, before we wrap, I want to say one last thing to you. Ready? Cyril Gane. Now, let me ask you guys a question. Do you have any idea how long that video took to make? So if you don't mind, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, because if you were entertained, well, at least if you were entertained, right? If you laughed at that video and you're not subscribing, that's just cruel, man. Subscribe to the channel and also share that with your friends, man. Make sure everyone sees that. I am sweating up here in my sauna studio. It's 1,000 degrees up here. It's 2 a.m. Okay. So go ahead and subscribe and then share it with your friends. Seriously. Now, also, I want to say one thing about this channel, this fight really quick. So going into this fight, okay, I want to go back. Now you go back 3 years. Oh, Jon hasn't fought in 3 years. I want to go back before that, because you look at his last 3 fights. You got Gustafsson, you got Thiago Santos, and you got Dominic Reyes. Now, what do those 3 guys have in common? Okay. None of them won a fight after the Jon Jones fight, except for Thiago Santos, who won 1 lackluster decision against Johnny Walker. Okay. The combined record of those 3 guys that he looked very mediocre in the last 2 fights was 1-10 in their next combined 11 fights. 1-10. Okay. So what I mean to say here is that we have no sample size to know what Jon Jones is coming. That doesn't mean Jon Jones is going to lose. But the bottom line is we have no idea what's coming. He's been off for 3 years and he looked mediocre in his last 2 fights against 2 guys that basically never won another fight. Okay. So what do you do with that information? Who knows? I'll tell you this. If Jon Jones wins, There are no conversations. That is the greatest of all time, no question, because of the time off, because he's coming up to heavyweight. Cyril Gane is a beast, dude. He's a beast, an absolute beast. So honestly, I hope Jon Jones wins. Absolutely. And I hope it goes without saying. This is a video that I did in good humor. Like, I would assume Jon Jones would watch this and he would laugh, especially the part about rupturing girls' internal organs, because I laughed when I made that joke. I watched it, I was like, this is gold, son. I laughed when I wrote it, I laughed when I filmed it, and I laughed when I saw the finished product, because I like laughing at my own jokes, son. So I'm going to tell you a true story right now, okay? I was filming an ad for Vite Ramen, which is the sponsor of this video, and I did the whole thing. I read about how it's the most nutritionally valuable ramen that you can eat. It's got more protein than a 4-ounce ribeye steak, or 12 ounces of tofu, and all the things about recovery and me doing jiu-jitsu competitions, me needing to control my weight, not being able to eat regular ramen. And I put it all together. Then I went into the folder and found this commercial that the CEO made, and I was like, what am I doing? Just look at this. This is the CEO of this company.
After my last video, I heard some of you want to see my nudes.
And you're right to want them, because these aren't normal noodles, they're strong!
So if you think that's as cool as I do, and you also are an athlete, and you can't eat regular ramen because you don't want a bunch of whatever, but you do want more protein than 4-ounce ribeye steak, more fiber than 2 cups of broccoli, all the essential micronutrients that your body needs, 27 of them all in all, and you want delicious flavors, then why don't you use the link in the description, use the promo code use the promo code JesseOnFire and get 10% off and free shipping and get yourself some Vite Ramen, because I eat it because I do jiu-jitsu competitions and I need to watch my weight and I need to consider recovery and strength. You might not need to consider those things. You just like that commercial like I do. But you also, maybe an athlete, be weird about your weight. I don't know why you would do it, but you should definitely try Vite Ramen because it's delicious, and that's the CEO. Get on it. Anyway, that's what I've got. So subscribe to the channel. Send this to all of your friends. And that's what I got, dude. Good luck, Jon Jones. I'm rooting for you, brother.